Beyond the fact that that's a really good win for our kids, and proud of their effort, I was really, really pleased for Kyle, Cody, and the program in terms of 5 1/3 innings, back to doing what we thought he was going to do at the beginning of the year. I think that's a shot of adrenaline for the kids, the program. That's the type of outing that Kyle is capable of having against that type of a team. Really, really happy for Kyle and all of us. It's been quite the tiptoe getting him back. You know, it's just been very cautious, an inning at a time. Don't throw any breaking balls for 6 weeks, all of it. And for him to be able to go out today and in one inning get 3 outs on off-speed pitches was just fantastic. So really pleased with that part of it. And then obviously Chandler Shepard's effort. That's now 3 outings, 9 1/3 innings of shutout for Chandler over his last 3 outings. Tremendous job. Had a couple of opportunities there to fold and didn't. Made big pitches when it really mattered. Clearly not as sharp early on in the performance as he has been, but really showed tremendous poise and just got it done when it really mattered. Really, really happy for Chandler. And then obviously for the last, I don't know exactly what it is, couple of weeks at least, Max is seeing the ball pretty big and doing a really, really nice job for us of driving runs in and providing us the offensive spark that we need when it's time. And it's a good win. Now we got to find a couple more games of pitching.
Okay, thanks, Coach. We'll go ahead and open it for questions for the student athletes. Let's start on the left side here.
Kyle, was it frustrating dealing with all the things the coach was just talking about, and then how good has it felt to get back in the starting role the past couple weeks?
Yeah, it was frustrating. I wanted to do more for the team, obviously, but I stuck with it and kept getting better every day, every week, and it just kept feeling better. And obviously where I'm at now is there's still room for improvement, but it feels good to be here.
Other questions?
When did you start to get more comfortable with your off-speed stuff?
Probably a month ago we started getting back into it, and then week by week it just kept getting better and better. And by today or by last week, we were starting to look real again.
Other questions for the student athletes? Second row, go ahead.
To follow up on that, Kyle, I'm curious, were you throwing a curveball and a slider, and how did you kind of feel like you commanded those 2 pitches?
I just threw a curveball. Felt like commanded it in some batters, and then kind of went away from it. My mindset did, and then it brought it back. It was just all about rhythm, I guess. Right.
Back here to the front.
This is for Chandler. You've dealt with injury some this season too. Do you guys kind of view this postseason as an opportunity to sort of put all of that behind you?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, all the incidents that's happened, you know, whatever it may be, it's over with, and you know, we had to move forward. Our whole program moved forward. We're playing really well together, obviously, right now, and you know, it just says a lot about our program to get over stuff like that and to you know, come back and play baseball the way that we know we can.
Other questions? I'll ask one for Max. Just so Max will get a question. Max, you obviously had a great game, couple of hits, home run. I think that was the 3rd inning, I recall. This is a big ballpark. Just talk about your performance and having that home run.
I mean, it was just got a good pitch to hit and to put the barrel on it. Yesterday I hit a ball that I thought had a good chance of going out, but stayed in. So I was kind of surprised that the one today got out, but had a little breeze pushing, so that was a little help too.
Okay. All right. Any other questions for the student athletes? Thank you, guys. You guys are welcome to head back to the dressing room. Take a few questions here in just a few seconds for Coach Henderson. Thanks, guys. Questions for Coach, if you raise your hand. Start here on the left.
What went into the decision to put Kyle back in a starting role?
Well, it was just time, guy. Nothing other than that. You know, I don't know the exact numbers, but he threw in relief about 10 times. You know, and we went from 2 pitches literally twice to up to, I don't know what, low 20s, per inning, and then we bounced it to an inning and 2/3 at one time, and then it was just time. We extended. He didn't pitch one of the weekends, and we extended him on a Monday or whenever it was, in a bullpen type game type of practice session. I ran it up to 60 or 65, and just felt like he was able to hold on to it, body wise and arm wise, and it was good and it was positive. It's the kids are jacked. That's a real arm. To get him and Shep, those guys were gone for 3 weeks. Literally gone, and then when they came back, it was just bits and pieces. So to have them back and healthy is really a really positive thing for us.
Other questions for Coach Henderson? Staying here.
You mentioned a little bit there,
It's the Guy Ramsey show.
you mentioned a little bit there, but and last week too, about how the pitching is sort of coming along, and it's an obvious thing with two arms like those two back. I mean, as far as prospects for the rest of the postseason, how does that change things?
Well, it's kind of like, Andrew finishing the game yesterday, and somebody asked me, how's that going to impact you tomorrow? And the answer is, I don't know. You think it's going to have a positive impact because you only had to use 2 guys, and so the obvious things that happen with pitchers, the hitting and the defense and the pitching, they're all contagious, good and bad, and as soon as AJ starts getting everybody out for us over an extended period of time, they think whoever pitches on Saturday is supposed to do the same thing. And once a guy starts pitching well out of the bullpen, then the next guy thinks he's supposed to, and it happens just the opposite. And that clearly happened to us over a course of, it was about 5-6 games. We just didn't pitch well. And there were some environmental factors that went into that as well. But the bottom line was we weren't very successful. And so now we're into week 3 of turning it around. It's been really positive. It's been good. And it's like anything in life that's like that. You start to think, your thoughts change, your self-talk changes. You start to view yourself a little bit different. Your perspective becomes a little bit more positive, or broadens or narrows, whatever is necessary. And those are the things that happen. And it's not any more complicated than that. And so they think that they're supposed to win. And Andrew doing what he did last night, there's a piece of Shep that, okay, that's just what we do. And so once you start that synergy or that good karma, boy, it's a positive thing, And I've had both of them, Guy. I like this one better. So anyway.
Other questions for Coach Henderson?
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Coach.